Games I played in 2025. There's something not quite right. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be a VTuber now. So, 2025. At the start of the gaming year, I played a game that I never thought I would ever play before. A gacha game. And you know what? Infinity Nikki started off great. Like, I was enjoying myself. I played like a good 100+ hours. I honestly didn't know what I expected when I got into it. I just liked the fashion element, and I really enjoyed the easygoingness of it, and the fashion was great. But like, towards the Sea of Stars patch, it just kind of, I don't know, felt off and got really boring. And yeah, it's probably the only gacha I'm ever going to touch in my life. Hopefully. The horse girls haven't got me yet. Final Fantasy VI. The second best Final Fantasy game in my opinion, and the Pixel Edition makes the grind a lot better. Being able to switch on the double XP and the double job points makes the grind just not there anymore. It takes a good 10 hours out of the game. One thing I do really love about this Pixel Edition, it gives lyrics to the opera. Oh, Celeste, my heart. Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. It's the first time I've completed Apollo Justice since the first time I completed Apollo Justice on the DS. I love the Ace Attorney games, they're some of my favourite games of all time. And this one's great to play again, like I forgot most of it, so it was really fun to play again. And playing it on a big screen as well kind of helped. But it's only one I've touched in the trilogy so far. I'll go back to the other ones soon at another time. Hollow Knight. You know, this is my first time actually completing it, and I wanted to complete it just in case Silksong was released this year. Who would have thought it, eh? Silksong get released in 2025? Haha, right. We're more likely to get GTA this year. But yeah, the last time I played this game, I stopped for a bit because I got to a part that I just couldn't beat, so I went on another game, then got distracted, and then when I came back to the game, I just lost the ability to play it, so I had to start again. And you know what? I'm glad I did. And on this replay, I really enjoyed myself. I knew a bit more about the game. I didn't get as frustrated as I did the first time. And I actually managed to complete it this time, so great game. Fucking love Hollow Knight. Xenoblade Chronicles. It only took like 15 years. I got it day of release. I played it day of release. I got through about 2 hours, but I couldn't get any further because I had Xbox brain at the time. You know what I mean? The Xbox and the Nintendo, the buttons are swapped. Really hard to pay attention to. I still struggle now. Even though I don't really play Xbox anymore, I normally play Nintendo games, I still struggle between X and Y. On a side note though, a good friend of mine has always badgered me to play this game, like for years. And every time he does, I'm just one of these people who just never did it out of spite, and they just specifically played something else just to annoy him. And I'm so glad I finally did, because this game was just fantastic. And I know it's been like 15 years, and there's a few spoilers from like Smash Bros. And stuff, but for the most part, I didn't know this stuff. And I was in awe at some of the backgrounds, especially for a fucking Wii game of all things. Jesus Christ, this was a good game. This game made me stop in my tracks to just look at the background. Not many games have done that in my life. I'm glad I finally started playing it now, because I think having an MMO brain really helped from playing Final Fantasy 14 a lot. And it just felt... yeah, it just felt right. That's all I can say. It felt right. Really enjoyed my time with this. I can't wait to play the second one when I eventually do. I do have it. I've had it for a few years. Not as long as Xenoblade fucking 1. But I'll need to get into it. That's the Guna one, right? Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. In my mind, I just really wanted to play the Tomb Raider games again. I mean, this time I platinumed it. But all I can think is, God, they really love brutally killing this girl in so many different ways. I mean, it was a sign of the times. Maybe I had stuff like Dead Space and Gears of War around about the time, and yeah, they were just brutal, but I don't know, it felt a bit off. Like, some of the... where's Laura dies? Jesus Christ. Someone's had some weird fucking fetish. Good game over on that. Really enjoyed it. Bah! Huh. I'm really fucking dead. Blueprints. I was obsessed with this game. I could not put it down till I got the Door 46, but then after that, and trying to see everything got really annoying just because of all the RNG. Like, I was trying to get one specific thing, and I I must have played for another like good 2 hours with nothing even getting close to it. And yeah, I just kind of dropped off. Like, it kind of annoyed me a bit, but I should really get back into it. Lost Odyssey. Almost 20 years in the making of me playing this game. It was one of the first 360 games I ever bought, but at the time I had like a bad TV where like the darks were dark and the whites were just really bright. There was nothing I could do. This was a really cheap TV, and like it was really hard to play, especially when you see like the those beautiful text backgrounds, like the beautiful stories that do like in parts of the game. I couldn't read the text because it was just like, it was that bright, it was just hard to read, so I kind of just dropped it and never got back into it. Like, it wasn't because I didn't want to play it, it was just always there in the back of my mind, but I never got around to playing it. But then the first trailer for Expedition 33 reminded me of that gameplay, and I was like, I should really play this game before Clair Obscur comes out. And you know what? I finished the game a day before Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Like, I got this game day one after only seeing the first trailer. I knew I had to play this game. And the prologue is probably one of the best to ever do it, in my opinion. Like, I sat there just gobsmacked at the entire thing. Like, it was so sad. It was so beautiful. And yeah, like, I really did love this game. Still do, but I'll get to a bit wiser later. But like going back to it, like, Mael's probably one of the most strongest RPG characters that have ever been made by sheer numbers of what she can do. Like, Christ, she's broken at the end of the game, and I fucking love that. And there was another game that just made me stop my tracks just to appreciate the music, like, and the map. Like, seeing that dragon thing in the sky for the first time, I was like, what the fuck is that? I played this game pretty much non-stop till I finished it. I loved it from start to finish, and it's only soured by just the Gen AI discovery that, like, people started spreading about, like, a day after I finished it, and it felt like such a kick in the dick. Like, a game about art and the use Gen AI, and, oh, it's a really hard thing to think about, because I love this game, but, like, I had this experience, I had all this stuff that was all, like, yeah, it was all from a place of love, and then find out it would use Gen AI, and it just, yeah, it was just, oh, kick in the dick. But then, like, the devs finally, like, at the end of the year, talked about it, and they gave, like, the best case scenario, saying the experiment with Midjourney, hated it, and the bit that they found was left in, unfortunately, which, like, that's probably the best case scenario, really. Like, digging about in 2022 when it was just becoming a thing. Yeah, but it's still like, oh. Yeah. I do love this game, though, but people have got their opinions, and yeah, like, the indie games revoking their Game of the Year award, yeah, hopefully that sets a precedent, because no Gen AI should be in any fucking game. And I think 2026 is going to be a hard time to, like, see a game and just be like, does it have Gen AI? Like, I like playing, like, if I see a game I really like, I want to play it day of, obviously. But, like, now I'm like, do I wait? Like, I'm going to have to wait, like, just in case. Because I think this development cycle from, like, 2020s onwards to, like, now in the next couple of years, we're going to really see some, like, Gen AI shit that, like, no one wants. No one ever wants. But yeah, it's just, fuck. Like, the only AI I want in a game is AI the Somnium Files. But yeah, I still got around to playing No Sleep for Konami Data. Like, I hear God's worst mistake, Konami Data doesn't get any sleep, so, you know, it sounds like a good time. I just haven't got around to playing it yet. Maybe I should get back to my own body. Death Stranding. I wanted to replay it before On the Beach came out. Like, when this game originally came out, it was sort of a comfort game for me. Like, I'd been diagnosed with depression at the time. I was laid off from a job, and just solo walking, like, place to place was just kind of a comforting thing. Like, this was, like, what, a few months before COVID happened for me? Yeah, November it came out? Yeah, November, so yeah. I don't know, it just felt like a comforting game at the time. Like, I learned so many routes for like little to no BTs, and it was just a chill game for me. But yeah, this first game really did mean a lot to me at the time, and then replaying it again, really enjoyed myself. It's the second most Kojima game to ever Kojima, but I'll get to that later. I think you can guess which one's going to be that. But yeah, I really like Death Stranding. Not everyone does, I get it. If someone told me they don't like Death Stranding, I'm like, yeah, fair. Repo. Great fun. I played it a fair few times, like I streamed it with a couple of friends, and like, it sort of died out within my friend groups, but I got some really good laughs out of it.
You should investigate this toilet.
Is it Skibbity?
Sorry,
Yes.
Ooh! Mario Kart World. It's fine. All the music arrangements are just unreal though. Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition. I started playing it to get more out of the Switch 2 on release. Didn't finish it, but you know, I've already beaten it before. Like it. Made me cry at the end. A few Zelda games have. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Doo 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 doo. Cinema. It's the most Hideo game to ever video game. I've said this before in another video, and I'll say it again. Adding a musical bit in your game is an auto love for me, as bizarre and out of place it is in Death Stranding 2. But that whole musical scene, I was just... Yep, it's cinema. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Would you believe that's the first DK game I've ever completed? Like, I had a lot of fun destroying what I could, getting all the bananas before I left the world, and its only downside, I really felt it went on longer than it should have. Like, 3 or 4 worlds before it ended, I just wanted it to wrap up. But I might have just, like, you know, overexerted myself by getting all the bananas and everything and just playing it a lot. Like, I still haven't done the post-game stuff, really, but really liked the game. Again, I had another musical thing. Yeah, just a big plus. Is this seat taken? It was a cute puzzle game about seating people in place so they're all happy. Good 2 hours. I would love more. Metaphor RE Fantasio. I wanted to replay Metaphor to get the platinum, and I did just that. I adore this game, from its character design, the story, the music, oh god, the music, and the English dub. I just love how British the entire cast is. We need more regional accents in games. Bravely Default HD Remaster. A port of one of the best 3DS games in my opinion, so this game has like a good grip on my heart. A game with some genuinely crazy twists, and replaying it again with that knowledge and seeing it unfold from the beginning was just great. Like, I'm also a sucker for time loops and media. I'm an Endless 8 apologist. And that reference is probably way outdated right now. Does anyone know who Haruhi Suzumiya is? Tales of Grace's F remake. Another great game that I love. I'm so glad it's out of PS3 hell. But I haven't got through much of the remake, but the Tales games are always a treat, especially this one. Silksong. Who'd have thought it, eh? It finally released and it is beautiful. The art, the music, the torment, the Trobio! And I know people were annoyed that I lost a lot of awards at the Game Awards, and such as it is my personal Game of the Year too, but Silksong did one thing that no fucking poxy award show could give it, and that was its simultaneous crash of all online stores, because it was so hyped up that the fucking stores broke because everyone was trying to buy it. Like, on a side note, it took me about 40 minutes to eventually get it. My brother-in-law, it took about 2 hours. Digimon Story Time Stranger. A Digimon game that doesn't have a piss-poor localization. It's like a Christmas miracle. As with every Digimon game in the past 10 years, I really enjoyed this one. And having a localization that didn't shit the bed at one point just helped too. Couldn't get Princess Carried by Andrew Woman though. That loses points. Pokemon Legends ZA. I have sank 200 hours into ZA already. Pokemon has a hold on me that I cannot get out of, and I really love this Yakuza-like Pokemon game. Think about it. We're in one big city, everyone's bizarre as fuck, people say they're strange as shit, and you do have to deal with the fucking Japanese mafia in this game. Pokemon Legends Kamurocho. Ghost of Yote. Like, my experience on this was really marred because every cutscene just seemed to shit the bed. People didn't load, they often loaded, they lagged, cutscenes really lagged as well, and it really took me out parts of the game. And it really annoyed me because no one else seemed to have this problem. And it wasn't until after I finished the entire fucking game I realised it was my hard drive that bugged out. So I had to reset the hard drive, but hopefully on a replay, whenever the hell that'll be, maybe I'll like it more. Metroid Prime 4. For all I didn't like about Metroid Prime 4, it's still a Metroid game, so it's still good. Like, out of 4 games, this one being the weakest one, isn't a bad thing. Like, all Metroid Prime games are fucking banger games in my opinion. But the massive desert area that splits up the areas instead of like interconnecting like the old games, the bosses which felt like they went on for way too long in my opinion, the end of the thought was just piss weak. And like weirdly for a Metroid game, there's like 2 of them at the start, and then every boss is mentioned to be infused with Metroid somehow. Like, I don't know if I missed a lore somewhere, but I don't know where that came from. It just keeps, every boss just said, oh, it's fused with a Metroid. I'm like, really? Fucking how? Where did that happen? It is weird though that a Metroid Prime game didn't feature Metroid Prime in some way, but you know, title, you gotta. Mackenzie wasn't that bad. He shut up after a little while. Inscription. I had the itch to replay Inscription, but halfway through I realised I just wanted to play like the Casey's mod side of it. Like, not saying the other bits, like the other bits of the story is bad. I really love this game and I like the twist the story takes, but it's just not what I wanted. And by the time I finished the story, I was kind of done with it. Next time I get this feeling, I'll just play Casey's mod. The Return of the Obra Dinn. Absolute banger of a game. Replaying it was great because although I remember the twists in the story, I could remember the fucking crew and the names, so the core game was still there to figure out. If anyone's ever played Obra Dinn before, just give it a couple of years so you forget everyone's like name and rank. You just go through it again. Fantastic. Heartily recommend. And then I finished off the year with Octopath Traveler 0, a game I'm currently playing, and like as of recording I'm in about 30 hours so far, and like Octopath 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. So I'm excited to play it more, but at the moment I'm like, it just doesn't grip me as much as 2 did. But I think that's because of like the silent protagonist and everyone else you meet so far doesn't really have a compelling story. But let's see how it goes. I know this game's story is supposed to be like 100 odd hours. And those are the games that I played in 2025. Thank you for sticking around this long. I mean, it's a totally different video that I'm normally used to. I mean, I didn't even write a script for this one. I just totally went off the top of my head. I'm hoping it worked. I've got another video coming out soon, and the NES video is pretty much there. I had to re-record, so that'll be down soon. I'll talk about another video. But yeah, I mean, this video is just all the games I played in 2025. I don't think I'm missing anything that I haven't played yet, but oh shit, Oblivion was this year!